Hi, everybody. Welcome back to day 30 of 31 Days of Horror. This time, it's me and Mac, and it's black and white horror films. Now, we've already actually weirdly talked about a lot of black and white films.
It's a little weird to have it this late on the list.
Yeah, especially when so many others have seemingly just been... I mean, I know I just did Young Frankenstein, for example. But it's okay. There's plenty of good black and white horror. Yeah. So, for me... and this is arguable if it's horror or thriller, but I think it's safely in the gray area at least. Is my favorite movie ever starring Boris Karloff, and I know what you're thinking I'm about to say. It's The Body Snatchers from 1945. He plays actually, first off, this has Boris and Lugosi. Lugosi in a lesser role, as was often when they teamed up. But he plays Cabman John Gray, and he is a body snatcher for back in the day when, doctors needed bodies to do medical, stuff on, and for their medical schools and stuff, and turns out there wasn't enough bodies to go around, so they, paid people to dig up bodies, so they had them. It's not a great moment in medical history, but it happened. He is singularly, Cabman John Gray, played by Boris, is just amazing. The film is amazing. It's a slow burn. It's a period piece. It's black and white. I could have named this for a bunch of different things, but it's just a great film, great acting, compelling story, a story you maybe have heard before, but this is done better, and just. It does definitely lean more towards the thriller until kind of the end, as his character, I don't want to say breaks down, but realizes there is a penance to be paid for trampling with the dead. That's all I'll say. Highly suggest it. I'm going to say this, though. In no way is this going to be a movie I suggest to everyone. Most people, this is just it's too old, it's too slow, it's not my speed. There aren't explosions. Where's Robert Downey Jr.? I don't understand. If you're into old school horror, though, you owe it to yourself to check out The Body Snatchers. And that's all I'm going to say.
All right. For my selection for black and white, 2 days in a row, I'm going with James Whale, director, popular for the Universal horror films he did with Frankenstein, The Invisible Man. I went with the lesser known The Old Dark House.
I was positive you were going to go with The Invisible Man.
Yeah, that would be a little too obvious, but I think Old Dark House needs some love.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, there's a lot of Rocky Horror fans out there, and it's safe to say without this film, there is no Rocky Horror Picture Show.
And not just Rocky Horror, Old Dark House is a subgenre of horror into itself. No, this is the precursor of all of that.
Yeah, nothing but trouble.
Absolutely. Yep. Basically, any movie you've ever watched where your heroes...
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Your heroes just end up at a secluded house full of dangers. Is this film remade? Absolutely. Yep. One of the most impactful and often replicated horror films of all time. Absolutely.
Very cheeky British sense of humor.
Yes. Definitely not for everyone. I'm not gonna lie, not my cup of tea.
No, but you've got Boris Karloff, who's legitimately menacing, like he is in The Body Snatcher here. Absolutely. He's pretty scary.
I love how, by the way, we both pick Boris Karloff movies.
And you've got Ernest Thesiger, who would go in to play Dr. Pretorius, just not even hiding the fact that he's gay, but that adds so much to the charm of it.
No, it's my character. Yeah. Is that why you and the men left after the shoot was done? Yes, I'm staying in character. James Whale, famously gay director, subtly putting that in a lot of his films. It's a subtext. Bride of Frankenstein is one of the most iconic films for that of all time. So, love that he was able to get that out there in a time when that was heavily restricted. But very important film. Highly suggest you check it out at least once.
And there is a remake, too, that Charles Lawton, who's one of the leads in this film, directed himself. But honestly, this one is a little bit more on the edge.
I would like to see Guillermo del Toro do a remake.
Yes, that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, so that is the penultimate day for the 31 Days of Halloween.
Devil's Night. Devil's Night, old black and white horror films.
Yes. So tomorrow, day 31, Halloween night.
This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Yep.
All right, so what do we have in store for you for Halloween night? Tune in tomorrow.
Stay tuned.
All right, so until then, this is Mackenzie.
And John.
See you tomorrow, folks.
Bye.